Alright guys, we are on to episode 3. My voice might sound a little different. That's probably because this episode is being recorded the day after I recorded the first two. No family is here, so I can actually be a little bit louder. Alright, we have gotten all the materials that we need. So if I go to my space elevator here, you can see I have everything I need. I didn't feel the need to record any of that. It would have been really boring for you to just watch me collect materials. So instead I just went ahead and did it off the camera. We are ready to get, let's see, just we'll max it out, right? Alright, so we're ready to lay the space elevator. Now, first thing you should know, space elevator is freaking huge. I mean, it is really, really, really big. Bigger than you might even think looking at what you're seeing right here. So what we want to do is we want to make sure we have a very large area in which to build the space elevator. We got to get to a high point. By the way, there is an item called the lookout tower, which will help you get some angle. In fact, let's do that. Let's go. We'll build the lookout tower because wait, did I just screw myself on the space elevator? I did not. Okay, good. That would have been pretty interesting. Build a lookout tower and then not have enough to build the elevator and start this all over again. Alright, so I'm going to go up the lookout tower. It's a pretty cool thing. You can go really high and it helps you build on large surfaces. Now we know that the factory stuff is going to be generally in this area right here where this plane is. I cut down some trees. I'm going to probably do some more of that. So I want to put the elevator kind of off to the side and out of the way of that. Let's go space elevator. Excuse me, giant creature. Floor is too steep. Now I saw it turn blue, so I know. There we go. Alright, so right there should work. The space elevator doesn't really need to be in the midst of all my production. I find myself manually bringing things to the space elevator rather than connecting conveyor belts to it. You might play differently. But it's a ton of resources, as you can see, so it's throwing all the stuff out of my inventory into it. Man, that is a cool animation. So it's going to clamp on to the space elevator rail. There it goes. Down comes the elevator from space. Ah, that's cool, man. That's one of my favorite parts, is building the elevator. That just looks cool. Alright, so the space elevator is built. Our first objective, our first main objective, which is to get it built, is done. In fact, if you're doing the tutorial, this is an objective as well. Alright, so let's get down here. And here's what we need to unlock. Okay, so it says Space Elevator Resource Delivery 1 Project Assembly Platform Delivery will unlock at tier 4. Will unlock tier 3 and tier 4. What we need is 50 smart plates. So let's go find out what it's going to take to get to that, because I'm sure we don't have what we need. Sort that inventory. There we go. A little bit cleaner. All right, so 50 smart plates are required. We can't even build smart plates, so we don't know what's required. So let's go to the hub. We're going to go to, I think it's part assembly, which allows us to build smart plating once we research it. Part assembly requires cables, iron rods, screws, and iron plates. Let's go ahead and accept that milestone. Now we're going to go collect all this crap. We already have enough screws, so let's leave that in there for now. Take the iron rods out. And plates, we need 300, so we're not there yet on the plates. And we need 200 cable. I can make the cable at least. Alrighty. Get that cable going. Okay. So I'm going to get to 200 cable, 200 iron rods, 300 plates. That shouldn't take too long. I'll probably pause the video and then come back when I have them, just like I did with the elevator. But the next step is, of course, to unlock part assembly because we want to start pumping out those iron plates. Iron plates take a long time to make, automatically anyway, so we want to make sure that our production system is set up entirely as well, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to pause this in just a second. We're going to learn about building foundations, so I'll be right back, and I will teach you guys how to build foundations. We are already back. That only was about 5 minutes, so not bad. I could have probably just talked and we would have gotten there. Anyway, so I just finished the research. My drone just took off into space, and he'll be back in about 5 minutes, as you can see on the top right. The next milestone I'm going to do, probably Logistics MK2, although it's not very necessary. We're not going to be doing milestones for a little bit, though. We've got plenty of stuff to do. One thing I was going to show you that I forgot to, because I did it while I was paused last night, was the object clearing milestone. I already completed that. I didn't show that on video because it's not that difficult. It's just 500 screws, 100 cables, 100 concrete, and you can make yourself a chainsaw. But more importantly, solid biofuel. That is a big deal. So solid biofuel is very, very good for putting in your bio burners, your biomass burners, because it's extremely concentrated and it takes them quite a while to burn through. Also, you need it for your chainsaw, which I'll show you in a moment here. Excuse me. Just going to make a little bit of fuel. 20 should do. Alright, if I hit tab, double click my chainsaw. Ah, love that sound. Let's do a little blade runner here. Alright, now before we do that, check the bio burners. Make sure we've got lots of solid fuel in there. Okay, we still have 100. We're looking pretty good. How about my other one? Alright, let's put some more of that stuff in there. We'll make some solid biofuel for that in a little bit. But the cool thing about the chainsaw is that. Look at that. Beautiful. It's good for clearing space too. We can build over trees, but they look kind of dumb when they're packed in the middle of your stuff, so cutting them down makes things look a little bit nicer. Not exactly environmentally friendly, don't get me wrong, but you know what? It's a game. Let's destroy the environment, right? Alright, and let's go get, let me put this thing down, it's really big. Let's go get our concrete. What in the heck? I'm turned around. Where's my concrete? That is that. My concrete maker is... Oh, it's back behind here. Sorry. I kind of couldn't remember where I put my concrete manufacturer. So another thing I did while between episode 2 and now is I built the constructor. You saw that, but I also built a storage container so that all my concrete goes into here and my constructor can continue to work instead of stopping every time it gets to 100. That is a legitimate way to do things. You can do that over here too if you want to keep collecting all of your iron rods and steel or iron plates, but I don't need the rods and plates as much, so I don't need to stockpile them because I'm going to end up removing that constructor or that storage anyway to make room. Alright, so let's get started on making some foundations. We're going to hit Q, foundations. We're going to go to 8 meter by 4 meter, and we're going to start right about there. Should be fine. Well, let's, yeah, why not? Why not? Because we're not going to build right on that foundation. And let's build about, build about 5 or 6 wide. So there's 4, 5, 6. And we're going to do rows of these. Foundations are really great, by the way. They're very nice if you are like me and you don't like things to be facing all different directions and got kind of that Factorio OCD. Oh, messed that one up. Alright, so I'm going to hit F and deconstruct these ones. They were not on the same plane. There we go. Q. And there we go. Alright, so that's a good start. I don't know if there's any sort of structural integrity in this game. I haven't seen anything fall apart from building out too far, but just because I've played other games where it matters, I still build foundations underneath it to make sure it's stable. I don't know if that's necessary, to be completely honest with you, so it's up to you to determine if you feel it's important. Alright, so up we go. By the way, we can make ramps to make it easier to get onto our little factory here, our factory floor. Or if you're lazy like me, I'll just jump up and do it anyway. Alright, so our objective here is to make smart plates. Now, we know that smart plates will require, I believe it's screws. What is it? Screws and plates? So, smart plates, where'd you go? What in the world? Did I miss a step? Milestone. Part assembly. Smart plating, yes. Okie dokie. Maybe I'm just looking through it too quickly. Let's go slow. Rotor, power shards, concrete, reinforced iron plate. Okay, there's no smart plates here. That might be a factory-only item. Okay, interesting. That's fine. So, smart plates are going to require a constructor. Constructors can build, or assembler, excuse me, they're going to build 2 items at a time. That requires 4 motors and 8 reinforced plates. I don't have the motors and I don't have the plates. So I have to make those. Those are going to take screws. Oh, lucky me. I have a billion of those things. Let's grab some screws. We're going to grab some more iron rods. And some more plates. For good measure. Alright. Woo! Alright, here we go. Now, we need... dang it, was it 10? 8. 8 plates and 4 rotors, no problem. Let's start with the rotors. See how much longer it takes, because it's a more complicated ingredient. 3 and 4. And let's make our 8 plates. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we got our plates and rotors. Next up, we've got to build the factory. Now, you want to make sure, as always, there's room between your factory and your constructors. Your assembler and your constructors, excuse me. So now, look at this. It snaps to the grid as I move it. Makes it much more organized. So we're going to move it right to the edge here. And that should be good. We don't want to build over the edge, because we might want to put walls around this thing later. So instead, we're going to build it within the boundaries. Alright, looks good. The red intakes are on the side facing the constructors. And there is our constructor. Now, if I want to make reinforced iron plate, that's going to take 6 plates, and it's going to take 12 screws. Anyway, we already know that. So if I go down to smart plating, it requires rotors and smart plates. So I'm going to require something putting out rotors, which is screws and iron rods, and I'm going to require reinforced iron plates, which require screws and sheets. So we know that screws are going to be required in both of these ingredients. The screw maker is going to have to put out some serious screws. Sorry, that's the kid in me. Alright, so to make both rotors and iron plates, we're going to need an assembler. So we need 2 more assemblers just to feed this assembler. The way we're going to do that is the way we just did it here. We're going to craft enough rotors and plates for 2 more. No problem. So it should be 8 rotors. And it should be 16 plates if I remember, because it's 8 per. So we don't have enough for 16. We're short on iron plates. No problem, because I can just go grab more from the factory. So let's get our 8 at least. 6, 7, and 8. I could just make a whole bunch of these. And you'll notice as I'm building them, see where it says reinforced iron plate? Actually, it's not going up because I don't have enough screws. So let's do that real quick. There we go. Alright, there we go. Oh, actually, you know what? I have enough plates already, so let's just build those 8. $15 and 16. Ooh, I had just enough plates to do it with, too. I have a bunch of iron ingots that I picked up from some of my factories, so I could make all the plates more. But to save you guys the time, I won't bother doing that. That would just be boring to watch. Alright. Up the tower we go. So we have a really good view. We're going to make our assembler. And that should be good. I think what we're going to do is we're going to make these 2 assemblers right here into the ones that make the plates and the rotors. And then the one next to them is going to be the one that makes the smart plates. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Ow. Okay. But what we're going to do for that, to make it simpler, we're going to turn this assembler... I got to get a better view. That's the beauty of that observation tower. Okay, we're going to turn this assembler around. Come on. Here we go. Perfect. And you'll see why in a moment. Actually, you'll see why right now, because I might as well just build it. Alright, let me get some plates first. Oh, you need ingots? There you go. I got tons of ingots for you. Alright, beautiful, beautiful. So, let's go ahead and designate our 3 factories. Factory 1 is going to make reinforced iron plate. Actually, you know what? Let's make this one make the rotors, because I know that the plate making factory is more this direction. Might as well make the run a little bit shorter. So this one is going to be a reinforced plate. Perfect. And last but not least, this is going to make smart plating, which requires both of those items. Alright, so that's all set. All that's left is power and belts. So let's go ahead and we're going to connect power. Oh, jeez. Alright. Missing some wiring, which I'm sure I have a ton of over here. Yep. 500 of them. So let's do this. Let's actually put the power back here. And connect U3. And then connect this power line to an available power line right there. Perfect. Okay, so my 3 factories have power. They have an ingredient. Now all they need is intake. This one requires screws and iron rods, screws and iron plates, and that requires the output of the other 2. So screws I know is right here. Let's go ahead and we're going to just do a straight conveyor belt to there. But I need screws in this one as well. We're going to split those as far back as possible because I might need to maneuver the belt. Alright, and then connect that to, oops, connect that to here. Doesn't matter if it's left or right side, but to me, I just like it to be uniform, assuming. And, okay, perfect. Next up, we're going to need, so this needs screws and iron rods. So we're going to need to connect the iron rod factory. This one is going to be a little bit trickier. So I'm going to hold down my mouse button. I'm going to raise it up, because I think if I do this right, I should be able to drop the belt right into there. Okay, in go the iron rod. So that thing is going to start pumping out materials. Next up, I've got my screws here, so I need iron plates. That's going to come from this factory, and I'm going to build it right into the intake to save myself some materials. There goes the iron plates. They're going to start going into the factory. So I'm going to be producing reinforced iron plates. I will be producing rotors. So now I need to send those to my 3rd factory right here to make smart plating. So let's start with the closest connection, which is this guy right here. And we're just going to connect it. We'll automatically bend the belt for us. The next one, however, I don't believe will do that. No, because it overlaps the other belt. So there's a couple ways I can do it. I can just build my conveyor belt down here and then go back up. Let's get those out of the way. Or I can increase the size of my foundation, which is what I'm going to do because I like it to look pretty. So let's go there. Perfect. Okay. We are almost in the business of making smart plates, which is the last step we need to get to the next technology level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this belt right over to here. Right over. I don't want to be directly across. I want to be back a little bit. What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing plates. No problem. Where's my plates? There we go. Grab a bunch out of that constructor. Now I should be good. Okay. Right about here. Like I said, I don't want to be directly across. I want to be back a bit. I believe that's what the blue line represents. Is a perfect bend. Yep. Okay. In comes my ingredients. So I have my rotors coming down the pipe. I've got my reinforced plates coming down. They're entering my assembler, which is now making smart plating. So the problem is solved. Now we're making smart plating. When I get 50 of it... Oh, got an email. Oh, did I think I shorted out my power grid. Yep, I did. Well, that's good. You guys need to learn about shorting out power grids anyway. So we'll use this as a learning opportunity. Power grid is... Did I run out of fuel? No, I just shorted it out. Okay. Easily solved. No problem. Let's put some more biomass in there while we're here. So the power grid was overloaded. You can see on the graph it passed my maximum capacity and the whole thing shut down. Now, when you reset a power grid, it will reset all of them at once. You don't have to go around manually resetting the fuses for each one. Either way, though, I don't want to do that yet because I don't have enough power. It will just shut right back down. So I need to build another biomass burner. And like I was saying earlier, I prefer to build all of my burners pretty close to each other. Right, that's got 2 out of 4 connections. That should do just fine. Let's put in all of our biofuel. And whoop, use okay. Alright, now you see the demand is above what the original capacity used to be, but now we're at 111 megawatts of capacity. We are okay for now. You can already see power is going to become an issue, especially the amount of time I spend coming over here and putting things in so that I can keep the biomass going. That's why when we get to tier 3 and 4, which will be the next video, we move on to coal power, which is much more time consuming to get set up, but once it's set up, it is awesome. And your biomass burners just become backup generators that you keep off normally. Okay, so let's see, it's making the smart plating. That's going to take a while. It's only at 1. This thing's going to take quite a while. Now, with that in mind, there is a way to speed up this process, and that would be looking for slugs. So let me see if I researched the technology for that. I don't think I did. Alien organisms. No, it's not in alien organisms. It's in power slugs. Slug scanning requires all that stuff that I have. Okay, cool. Well, I'll do that. So let me just make some cables real quick. That MAM is very useful. Okay, that should be good. Alright, that'll do. Over we go to the MAM. We're going to plug in all of these required materials, start research. That's a 2-minute research time, but in the meantime, another building that I built between tutorials is called the Equipment Workshop. This guy right here, you can go to, I believe it's organization, no, it's production. And then down, craft bench is just identical to the one inside of your hub, so if you're playing with a friend, you can build a craft bench so that you both have something to work on at the same time. The Equipment Workshop makes things like your chainsaw. In the future, it's going to make weapons, rebar, firing gun, stuff like that. So I already made the workshop though, so I would just go into it. I need to make an object scanner, which requires screws, which I have. It requires beacons, which I don't. I need 3 of those. So let's craft 3 real quick. Alright, and it requires reinforced iron plates. Oh, okay. Well, we can make those 2. First, let's make some screws. We'll do this by hand since our manufacturing stuff is busy doing other things. Going to make a bunch of screws because we're going to need some to make the reinforced plates. There we go. That should be pretty good. 124. And we'll make some iron plates since we still have ingots to burn through. Really, I should try to burn through all of them so they aren't in my inventory. Okay, that should do. And we need, I think it was 3 reinforced iron plates. 1, 2, and 3. Now if we go here, object scanner, what am I missing? Oh, 1 more iron plate. Okay. There we go. Alright. Now we're going to make that object scanner. Oh, whoops. Gotta hold the button down. It's a complicated item, takes a little bit. And now I have one. So I would go to my inventory, but with tab, double click the object scanner, and now I can choose what I want to scan for. Mushroom, nut, look on the little display screen, berry. Alright, so in this case, I don't need any of those things. What I really need is slugs. That's not going to pop up on my object scanner until the MAM finishes. Oh, it just finished. Okay. Slug scanning. Power slugs, there we go. So now as I turn my scanner, see how it increases pickup in this general direction? So we're going to head over there. Now, I believe I have a cheater's way to get over there, which is right up my conveyor belt that I built for concrete. Oh, no, I don't. I forgot I put it through the mountain. I gotta take the long route. That's okay. The beeping will intensify as I get closer. Alright, so it's somewhere up there. I gotta get up there. Oh, of course it would be on the top of this cliff. Let's see if I can take the cheater's route. Not really the cheater's route. I mean, it's a legitimate way to do it. But, see if I can take the tower up to the top. Oh, no, it's just short. Oh, what a bummer. I'm still going to try. Still going to see if I can maybe build a foundation on the side of the cliff. I've never actually tried that. But, maybe it'll work. You never know. But I really want that slug. So let's go to foundations. Do a nice thin one. Oh god, I'm gonna regret this so much. Okay. If this works, I am assuming they're gonna patch this out, but we're gonna take advantage of it, guys. Okay, here we go. Going for the jump. Oh no, oh god, I didn't hit the jump key. Oh, okay. Alright, well, you know what? To save you guys time so you don't see her watching me attempt it 100 times, I'll do that later. We'll find some other slugs. Let's go into the wilderness and see what we can find. But we do need those power slugs because we need to start overdriving our production. There we go. Oh, there it is. You can see it right down there on the rock. And it's being guarded by some really large creature. Great. Alright, that is a high-end monster. I don't know if I can take that out. But, do I not have any food on me either? Ooh, that's very dangerous. Alright, I'm probably going to regret this, guys. But if I die, at least it's not a long run to my inventory. Oh yeah, that's That's the quote-unquote boss variant of one of the normal NPCs. And he shoots fireballs at you. Let's see if I can pick this up before he gets to me. Go, 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 go. Yes! Oh, God. Run! That was a yellow power slug, which you can turn into multiple power shards once you research it. Let's get out of here before I die. Don't mind me, buddy. I just stole your friend. Ha-ha! And I think we are in the clear. Oh, I see another power slug. Hey, lucky day. That's great. Let's get up there and get him. And while we're doing that, might as well eat some berries, get my health back up. And a hailberry, which is even better. And mushrooms, great. This is actually really good. I'm finding things I need to survive. And here's some water. That's important for later, by the way. I'll keep that in mind. Oh, come on. You can do it. One more time. Seriously, I'm gonna have to waste a foundation on this. Fine. It's a solo game anyway. It's not like I need to keep the map beautiful. Right there. Up we go. We're getting there. We're getting there, folks. Almost there. Ah, jeez. Tell you what, I'm gonna pause it. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I made it up. Now I have to face the wrath of these spitting aliens. Luckily, they're not as powerful as the other one that chased me earlier. Oh, jeez, but they do hit you pretty well. Gotcha! Oh, and there's another one. Of course, there's always another one. Oh, there's three! Oh, come on! There's four. What? Alright. Let's just fix that. Eat some food. Ah, can't get me. I kind of wonder if the chainsaw can hurt him too. I've never tried. Come on. God, these things hit hard. And they take a while to kill. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh god. Almost no health left. Almost no health left. Not good, not good. Okay, I'm back. Oh, are you kidding me? Dude, that's the 5th one! I've killed 4 of these guys with almost no health, and there's another one. Oh, might as well take my rewards for killing your brothers. That's right, hope your family never continues, stupid alien. What is this, coal? Oh, hey, pure coal. This I could see why it's so protected now. Okay, well, we'll come back to that later on. As you can see, I built a tower. I built a whole bunch of foundations just to get up. Oh, come on, dude. I built a whole bunch of foundations just to get up to this point. So I could see why it's well protected. There are some really useful things here. Oh, God. Just die, dude. Just die and it'll be easier for both of us. There. Holy god dang. Alright, I think we're good. I can finally get my one power slug that I came up here for. Jeez. That is a perilous adventure. Oh, hey, we got a crash pod too. We'll probably talk about that one in the next video. It's a bit too much to discuss in a single video. But while we're out, let's take a risk at finding one more power slug. I'll bet you that's the one I can't get anyway. But let's try. And we'll take the tower down. Wait, what? Okay, well, at least I didn't take damage. That was weird. See my little foundation thing I made? Alright. Let's go get... Oh, shoot. That thing will kill us, too. Everything kills you. Oh, God! Come on! Just leave me alone, man. All I wanted to do was kill all of you. Is that so... What's so bad? Some berries. I'm gonna need those. Die! Dang it. Okay. Anyone else? Yes, one more. Ugh. Okay. Now it's time to heal. That was most unpleasant, but we got away with our power slugs. Pick it up. Come on, pick up the berry. Pick up the berry, it's right in front of you, dude. There we go. Gonna eat those berries. And there's another alien to fight. I am not gonna fight him though, because... Oh, but yeah, there's my power slug I'm looking for. See if I can get up here without him shooting me off the cliff. Come on, get it before he shoots you. Yeah! Alright, back to base. We're not going to risk any more 3 power slugs in a day. That will have to do. Go ahead and take that. And I'm getting chased by little fire bugs, of course. Let's go, little guys. Where you at? Where you at? Boom. Yeah, die, Tinkerbell. Gotcha. Okay. Jeez, man. Really spawned me on the hard side of the map. It's actually, believe it or not, it's much easier in the center of the map. I don't know why they spawn new players over in such a dangerous area. Thankfully, I've done all this quite a few times now. Alright. We are safe at home. Let's stuff our face with pale berries. Get our health up a bit. And now we can turn these slugs into money-making machines. This will be the last part of this video, by the way. Alright. Power shards. We're going to turn the 2 green slugs into power shards, which is very needed. I'm going to take the yellow slug, come over to my MAM, and I'm going to research yellow power shards. No, I'm not. Just kidding. I need plates for that. Well, I'll do that between the videos. But basically, it makes it so you can turn yellow slugs into 2 power shards instead of 1. Alright, so the assembler is doing fine. It's short on screws. So our screw maker needs to up its game. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the constructor. It's got 100 iron rods, which means it's got more than enough input, not enough output. We're going to put in 2 power shards. We're going to overclock that bad boy to 200%. As soon as the next one hits, yep, there it goes. Now it's going to really start pumping out those screws. Look at that thing go. Alright, good. So our screw production is increased. I'm going to have to go looking for more in order to overclock more of my stuff, but that I don't need to really record. Oh, and I just shorted out the system. It's a full-time job. It is a full-time job around here. Something must have ran out of fuel, or I just was pulling too much power. Oh, it ran out of fuel. Okay, well that's not so bad. I'll put in some leaves just to temporarily get that power going. and then I'm going to go turn those into biofuel. But anyway, I'm going to end the video here because you don't need to see me doing all that. That's not very new or interesting. And I will see you on the next one where we complete the smart plates. In fact, before we finish, let's just see what we have built up. Probably not very many. It takes a while to build these things. 19. Well, we'll put the 19 inside of the space elevator at least. But on the next video, we're going to finish filling the space elevator up and officially unlock Tier 3 and 4. Alright, so we're at 19 out of 50. When you see me again, I will have finished them all. So I'll see you on the next video. XB signing out.